Just completely.
Here we go.
Let's do this.
Completely violated.
Let's do
Mark
this.
Mark ain't saying nobody coming no more.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. This is our take. This is Mark the moderator.
Leaf is only family. Brooklyn forever. Greatest place on earth.
Maybe the process. Shout to Philly. Shout to the shooters, man.
Shout to the shooters. Okay.
Wow, he's being violent and shit.
Yeah.
I was talking Steph Curry, Danny Green,
right.
Steph Curry.
So y'all, okay. So two of us here, we are Knicks fans. The other one's a Philly fan. But what I'm going to ask the question is this. What do you think of the moves that the Knicks has made for free agency and the draft? Lee, where are you at with it? Share your thoughts. And do you see anything for the future for this organization called the Knicks?
Can I go get some more tequila? You should have let me know this was going to be before we started.
Nah, man. Nah. Need you sober. Go ahead.
The Knicks are doing what the Knicks do, man. Signing players. Like, the Knicks can't get anyone. Let's just keep it a buck. So the players that they get is going to be players that probably don't want to play for the Knicks, but the Knicks is giving them money. Like Nolan Noel. He's not changing anything. You feel what I'm saying? You cut 92 dudes that me and Mark sat here and chastised when you signed these 92 dudes. You got 89 forwards, and now you think you did something, and now you have 87 forwards, right? So it really makes no sense, bro. I've been saying this for years. Mark Banks, who's not here today, called me haters. They said I was bitter. I was the abused ex. But Mark is now in the same shelter as me, right? Mark is in the shelter. Banks is the only person in the house talking about
I'm in the bad shelter.
He loves me. That's why so I don't listen. We're not advocating abuse anywhere on this show. It's just, an analogy. Just get that out there, right? Nobody wants to play for the Knicks. So all you're gonna keep getting is these average players that's gonna take the money run, bro. They're not hitting in the draft. Listen, I'm not saying Toppins is a bad pick. He's not moving the needle, right? So this goes back to what Mark says, where you can't build through the draft. He is not one of those guys. Was he probably the best player available for you? Fine. I'm good with that. But then you had an opportunity to change something. This is a point guard driven league unless you have an elite wing, right? And the Knicks had a chance to go grab a guard. And no, the Knicks do what the Knicks do, right? And I'm a Cowboy fan also. Y'all know this, right? One thing I could say about the Cowboys, they might not put a good team together, but at least on draft night, I'm satisfied, right? With the Knicks, I'm not. I'm never satisfied. It is tough being a Knicks fan, bro. This is why I walked out the house a few years ago. Avery made me walk back in. I'll pack your bags. It's going to get better. You don't got to leave. You got to work through these shit. Let me tell you something, bro. If my wife cheated me this bad, I would have had a divorce a long time ago. But I'm stuck with these goddamn Knicks. This shit is horrible. And I see people happy with what the Knicks did. And I'm like, are y'all crazy? Tell me what is there to be happy about. The Knicks would be in the exact same position the Knicks has been in for the past Patrick Ewing years, 99, right? Or no, we can go to the Melo years and we had an all right squad that one year. Same shit, horrible. It's new pieces on the board, but everybody is running the same playbook, bro. Nothing is changing.
Yo, Avery, I'm going to go ahead of you because I got to piggyback off of what Leaf just said. The craziest thing what Leaf said is this. I've heard so many fans, Knicks fans, that are happy right now, and I just don't understand it. I just want to know, Leaf. Yo, Leaf, pour my ass a drink too. Because the thing I don't understand is there separate water for Knicks fans? because if they're drinking something different, because how do you see this as an upside? We had somebody tell us that the Knicks is on the right road and that signing Noel Nerlens and Austin Rivers is the game changer for this organization, that they're going in the right direction. So
Austin Rivers is about to be our starting point guard. Austin Rivers, who is an average backup point guard, no disrespect to anyone. He's in the NBA. That means he's one of the elite players in this world. But in the NBA circle, he is an average dude. Austin Rivers, who owned Pops, would not sign him back to his team. You're telling me it's going to be a good signing and it's going to be our starting point guard. Are you serious, Knicks fans?
On a 3-year deal.
The Knicks still have Frank Ntilikina, whatever his name is. Do y'all remember on draft night what his bust probability was? It was like 86%. My co-host, Banks, was happy with the pick. To this day, Banks is still okay with that pick. Draft night, they drafted Knox, right? Avery, what me and you say? They could have had Shea Alexander. Why not draft Shea Alexander?
Yep.
Needed a point guard. People told me, Mark, you remember this one? Knox game is like Jason Tatum. And what did I say? Where? What are y'all looking at? What tape did y'all see to make this
Take Tatum Jason, not Jason Tatum.
Like, I don't know, bro. Your optimism is a hell of a drug, bro.
No, because I gotta speak to this. And Avery, I'm gonna give you a shot at speaking to this, but let me say,
Avery don't need to speak. Avery just enjoying this right now.
Homerism is a drug, and it's sold over the counter. You can get it in bottle form. You can get it in liquid form. Yo, some fans, no matter what the organization does, will follow along and see the upside to what moves they make and not criticize and think that that's a badge of honor, that they go along with it and they don't criticize their own team. And I can't do that. This was a horrible offseason once again, like last year. Leaf and I said, when they signed 92 forwards and our co-host told us that they was going to win 35 to 40 games possibly with that roster.
I said that too. I'm just going to say I said that too. But I walked it back, though.
Well, yo, listen. I'm okay with that. I got 2K for free this year.
Yo, I got money off it. So it really worked. But that's what I'm talking about, man. You can't look at these things and really have these rose-colored glasses on and not criticize the moves. Yo,
you happy about Alex Burke?
Yo, appreciate that. Appreciate y'all taking them off on what's the name?
Yo, but Avery, what's your take, man?
Am I speaking on the Knicks or am I speaking on Philly?
No, we're speaking on the Knicks, man. We ain't talking about Philly.
Oh man, I was excited. Anyway, okay. Nah. Okay. See, I hate talking to y'all. You know why? Because I be trying to talk some sense to y'all. I gotta talk y'all off the ledge first, and then y'all be ready to kill me. So
off the ledge, bro. I'm big jump. What are you talking about?
Yo, hold on. This is what I'm gonna say. So firstly, and it goes back to what Mark said, and I'm being very real. You know, a lot of teams, Mark has always said, yo, teams don't really want to win, right? I hear this all the time, like, yo, teams ain't really trying to win. It's almost like the Knicks get to a point where they like, yo, we just gotta sign somebody. Like, we gotta use the bread. We gotta sign somebody. So
right, you have to.
There was a night I was sitting here and I was fearful that Austin Rivers was going to be a Sixer. And I was like, oh, my God, no way. I said, we're going to do this nonsense again. He's going to bring this whole crew, his whole family. And I woke up the next morning, Austin Rivers was a Knick, and I was elated. Okay? I was elated because I was like, leave it to the Knicks. Nerlens Noel, another one, was supposed to be a Sixer. Leave it to the Knicks to offer that guy some money. The problem is with the Knicks are a team full of journeymen. That's exactly what they are.
There's nowhere to go.
Yeah,
the journey ain't got nowhere to go on the journey.
No direction in New York. There's zero direction. There's just, okay, we got some money, let's spend it. So I can't even say, and I would ask a Knicks fan, who's your best player? Hold on, I just got to add this. The fact that Frank Ntilikina is still on that team is absurd. That's completely absurd. Is Dennis Smith Jr. still on that team?
Yep.
Yo,
Yes.
can I have that kid? I just want to take him out of purgatory. That's it. I just
R.J. Barrett,
oh,
Dr. Clifford,
oh.
Reggie Bullock, Alec Burke, Jacob Evans, Jared. Who the hell is Jared Harper? Kevin Knox, Frank the Bum, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, who Knicks fans are high on, bro. Mitchell Robinson is DeAndre Jordan, bro. Mitchell Robinson is only going to be as good as his point guard makes him. And who is the Knicks point guard? Austin Rivers.
Mitchell Robinson is the box of cereal in the no frills aisle at Met Foods. That's
a whole fact. But you got Knicks fans who tell you, oh, Mitchell Robinson is it, bro.
Now, this is where you knew the Knicks were going to be bad this year. It started way before the draft. Y'all know that, right?
Oh, I can tell you. I can tell you when it started. I know when it started. Do you know when it started?
Yeah, the minute they said Tom Thibodeau's.
Nah, no. It started in 2010.
I'm talking about this year.
Hold on. Let me just read off a couple things, though. I have to read this off to you. Reggie Bullock, Alec Burke, Ed Davis, Wayne Ellington.
Didn't they just trade Ed Davis?
Wayne Ellington ain't on there no more.
Oh, that's
right. They cut Wayne Ellington.
That's like
he signed with Detroit.
Kevin Knox, Noel, Frank Nitti, Theo Pinson, Miles Powell.
Frank Nitti, don't do that. Don't do that to like the real Frank Nitti. Like
Emmanuel Quickly, Julius Randle, Austin Rivers, Mitchell Robinson, Dennis Smith, and Obi Toppin. That's the roster right now. Now, hold up. Let me say something to you. Out of those 17, 16 players, whatever it is, not one of them can start on an NBA team.
No, they can on the Knicks.
Well, that's it.
No, but Mark is right because this is what I see what's happening. You're getting second tier, third tier guys, right? That will be reserves on other teams, right?
Fifth tier.
Okay. There'll be reserves on other teams that are signing for more money to play with the Knicks. That's really what it is, man.
But that's what I said. You are getting guys who are only coming here because they can get the bread. Imagine if a contender offered Austin Rivers that same 3-year deal. He's not coming to the Knicks. I'm gonna go to a contender where I know I'm gonna make the playoffs. I could do my thing, you know what I mean, and still make the same bread. Like I hear Knicks fans sit here all the time and they be like, "Oh my, Amari Stoudemire wanted to be a Knick." No, he didn't.
You want the money?
No other team was giving Amari the money he wanted, and the Knicks threw the bag because they couldn't get the players that they wanted.
Right.
Yo, but Leaf, let me ask you a question. How is it do we hear so many positive things after year after year after year from Knicks fans that always find to find the positive side when the Knicks have an off season like this?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. You need to ask yourself your question because you was on your KD is coming shit mad hard, bro. So, like, I don't know. Ask yourself the damn question. Don't ask me nothing. I tried to tell you.
Yo, listen. I had a moment of a glimmer of hope that things was going to change, but I haven't been there yet. So I've not returned to that place.
Yo, with all due respect and not being funny, that's really all y'all need to change the fortune of the Knicks is for a superstar to sign there.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I think mad people will come there.
Wrong.
Wow.
But it's never going to happen.
Nah, if Kevin Durant signed with the Knicks, they'd be a totally different team.
It's never going to happen.
No.
You got to understand, Avery, what people fail to realize is this, man. To these kids growing up, this ain't the 90s Knicks. They don't know the 90s Knicks. Yeah. My son don't know the 90s Knicks. My son know the Knicks to be what Mark would say a wasteland. That's what the Knicks are known as to these kids. These kids ain't growing up talking about, oh, I'm going to play for the Knicks. Pop, I don't care about your old war stories about the Knicks, ball heads and black socks. That's not what I see.
Yeah, but let me go one further. And what I had to learn, what I had to wake up and realize is this. Even if a KD came here, it wouldn't work. You know, because I look back at what happened with Melo. And if you don't win here, if you have any marginal kind of time, even Amari Stoudemire, if you have any kind of marginal time here, you're going to get ran out of here. and truthfully, nobody want to come here for that BS. There's better places to go that you can play and win and really not be underneath the scrutiny.
And there's
can
another
I ask
example,
this?
Mark. There's another example.
Is this because of Melo? How the Knicks ran Melo out of town?
What you mean?
Is that
no,
like
no,
why?
It starts there.
It starts
It's kind of like, nah, we don't want to be bothered.
It's Oakley, how they ran Oakley out of town, the way they did Melo, it's just the way
Melo,
they have done. Yeah.
Listen, you had your 4th pick. Look at his extension and say, nah, I ain't signing that. Porzingis was like, nah, I ain't signing that. As much as I hated Porzingis, that shows you how bad the franchise is, bro.
And that gets around. And yo, guys know this, man. If you notice something, they're not even going after big name free agents no more. They just go for the 5th tier guys that nobody else want, bench players, just like Leaf is saying. You're giving you're giving a $9 million contract to a dude that should be making the league minimum. How do you do that, man?
Because Julius Randle got the bag.
Yo, and here's the craziest thing: you can't move him. Nobody wants him. You basically stuck with a Julius Randle for what? Yo, Mitchell Robinson. I keep hearing how this dude is supposed to be this great player, but he's on nobody's radar. If Mitchell Robinson was such a great player, then why haven't you traded him to get draft picks then? You can't, because he doesn't fit.
Mitchell Robinson. People keep telling me about me. I wish Banks was here tonight. Jesus Christ, I really
money. I keep hearing it from different people about this upside to the Knicks. There's no upside to the Knicks. We we keep being told this bullshit. People don't want to look at the Knicks for what they are. And Leaf and I'm definitely gonna say we don't sit here and lie to ourselves. We take the Knicks for what they are. They're a bad team. They're a bad franchise from top to bottom.
Bad? That's it?
Yo, shout to Tom Thibodeau. Shout to the Knicks, man.
Thibodeau was a bad hire. Thibodeau was a bad hire. That's a bad. You can't put a team of young dudes around Thibodeau. That didn't make no sense.
But you know what's so crazy though? You know what's so crazy? I honestly, and this might be wild. I honestly think like young up and coming coaches don't even want the Knicks job, bro. But I honestly think that, man. I honestly think you're not gonna put me in this losing situation. I'd rather stay as an assistant.
Well. Okay, let me say this to you, Lee. And I can almost agree with you because of the way they treated Fizdale. The way they treated Fizdale to me showed a lot right there. And they didn't give him anything to work with. And the moment that it didn't look good, they fired him. Mike Woodson got the team winning. The moment things turn around, they fire him. So if there's no real stability in this organization, you're right, Leaf. As a young coach, why am I going there?
Hold up. Let's just look at what Steve Kerr said. Because remember, Steve Kerr interviewed for the Knicks job. And they asked him, what was the difference? He said, did you not look at the roster? Those were his exact words. I'm not going to that. You have to give me, if a coach is a chef, you have to give me something that
give me the ingredients. Word life.
Don't give me no goddamn canned tuna and ramen. Don't give me that shit.
Yo, man, listen, man. Shout to the Knicks, man. Word up.
Yo, Mark, could you just mute his mic, bro?
I really want to kick him off the show.
What y'all wanted to talk about him? I'm giving him a shout. Now y'all mad. Shout to the Knicks, man. Whoa, man. Shout to the Knicks, man. Shout to the Knicks, man. I'm coming to see you perform, man.
Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been our take, man. Peace out, man. Yo, pray for us.
Now I got one question though. How much games you got the Knicks winning this year, Mark?
How many games?
Yeah, they're playing 72, right?
Yo, it's a 72 season. I would say they will win 15 games outside of the bubble and about 2 games inside the bubble.
This motherfucker just made me do all types of wild ass math. It was really 17, but all that extra shit he's throwing in was crazy. Mark,
I gotta win in less than 20 games. I haven't won in less than 20 games.
I think 20 is high.
Might be, but I mean, listen. The reason why I said that last year they won, I think, 24 games in total last year. So that's that. That's why I dropped them down a bit to 20 this year. Less than 20.
I got 18.
I'm with you, Mark.
18.
I got you. I got them less than 20 games, and they're gonna probably have a lot of lottery balls and end up with the 7th pick.
But we need to ask Banks this question, because if we ask Banks, he's gonna have him at about 40, 45 wins.
Wow.
Yo, man.
And I'm gonna be betting him again. I'm putting my money on that one. All right, y'all. Yo, thanks for tuning in, y'all. This is Our Take.
Yo, Joel Embiid, you working on your left hand?
No doubt.
Oh, shit.
Son out there, son.
This is our take. This is our take.